Welcome to this session titled External Threats and Influence on Taiwan's 2024 Leadership Elections. 2024 is a record-breaking year for elections around the globe, with over 60 countries, home to roughly half of the world's population, set to hold national elections. On 13th January 2024, Taiwan kicked off this super election year with its leadership and legislative elections. At Team T5, we are pleased that the election concluded smoothly without any disruptions by cyber attackers. We believe this achievement is a result of the hard work and dedication of many individuals and organizations. Their collective efforts have ensured the election process remained secure and trustworthy. Despite the overall success, Team T5 believes that we must not overlook the challenges posed by state-sponsored cyber threats. Our team has worked tirelessly to identify and analyze numerous malicious activities and disinformation campaigns, particularly those associated with state-linked influence operation actors or advanced persistent threat groups. In this session, we will detail the specific tactics, techniques, and procedures used by these actors, hoping to provide valuable insights into their operations. The cyber threat landscape is ever-changing, with adversaries constantly improving their attacking methods. During this election cycle, we noticed that these threat actors have enhanced their capabilities, employing more sophisticated and innovative techniques to target a broader array of platforms. In this session, we'll not only share our discoveries, but also illustrate the importance of continuously updating cyber defense strategies to stay ahead of potential threats. We are committed to evolving our threat intelligence to counteract these cyber threats. Through this session, we aim to share our strategic findings, hoping to equip other regions, especially those facing upcoming elections, with a better understanding of cyber attacks aiming to disrupt the democratic process. We hope it serves as a practical resource for cyber threat intelligence experts, helping them to anticipate and mitigate cyber threats effectively. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Elliott and I'm a PMM at Team T5. Team T5 is a cybersecurity company based in Taipei City, Taiwan. We think of ourselves as persistent cyber threat hunters in the sense that our goal is to help organizations protect against APTs, advanced persistent threats. Before joining Team T5, I worked in both the software and hardware industries in Taiwan, as well as for the British government in mainland China. I've been in the APAC region now for almost a decade, and currently I'm based in New Taipei City. If you are interested in any of the topics I touch on today, you can read more about what Team T5 does at teamt5.org or download our election white paper, which this session is based on. The 2024 leadership election in Taiwan, held on January 13th, 2024, was a watershed moment for the island. The election saw Lai Ching-te of the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, emerge victorious. It is an unprecedented third term for the pro-independence party. However, the election season was quite chaotic. In the months leading up to the election, Taiwan's political landscape was characterized by a diverse array of candidates, including Hou You-yi from the Kuomintang KMT, Ko Wen-je from the Taiwan People's Party, the TPP, and a brief independent candidacy by Terry Guo. The KMT and TPP spent months, from the end of September to the end of November, negotiating for a coalition. This electoral cooperation between blue KMT and the white TPP is referred to as the Blue-White Alliance. It is likely that the KMT and TPP are the favored choice for Beijing, in contrast to the DPP and the Pan-Green Coalition, which are seen as promoting Taiwan's independence, a stance China vehemently opposes. The KMT, along with its Pan-Blue coalition, historically aligns more closely with China, advocating for policies that resonate with the 1992 Consensus, a principle acknowledging the One China concept. In addition to the DPP and KMT, Ko Wen-je from the TPP and Terry Guo of Foxconn also announced participation in the leadership election. We observed that multiple threat actors deployed threats aimed at influencing the election outcome. Threat actors have been attempting to spread disinformation against certain candidates, potentially trying to sow voters' distrust in the democratic system of Taiwan. In addition, Due to the uncertainties surrounding parties' coalitions, we believe threat actors have also launched espionage operations to obtain political intelligence that would help them better understand and assess the overall situation. Team T5 kept a close eye for any cyber threats that might disrupt voting or change the results of the election. Fortunately, there were no significant cyber attacks that stopped the election. However, this doesn't mean everything was calm. In this part of our report, we're going to share about the APT attacks that happened during the election, with examples from two specific cases. These examples show how attackers tried to infiltrate into the victim hosts. We'll also look at how intelligence operation actors covertly weaponize social media platforms, trying to sway people's will to vote. Historical data suggests a noticeable pattern in which cyber actors such as Huapi, APT24, Amoeba, and Goshe tend to escalate their intrusion activities against official entities, political parties, media outlets, and critical infrastructure providers, especially during election campaigns. In the second half of 2023, APT groups targeted multiple entities in Taiwan. One area that saw increased attacks was the media and think tanks involved in election polling. These attacks indicated that adversaries wanted to gather intelligence to understand the complex political situation in Taiwan, especially given the fact that at one point there were 3 China-friendly candidates discussing potential cooperation. A notable key trend in these attacks was the targeting of edge devices. Edge devices such as firewalls, routers, VPN services, and email gateways connect the internet to an organization's network. These devices are attractive targets for cyber attackers because they can serve as entry points into secure networks. Our findings show that APT groups particularly aimed to compromise these edge devices for 2 main reasons. First, by exploiting VPNs, attackers could access internal networks or use these devices as proxies for future attacks. We have seen instances where compromised routers were used to spread false information. Second, compromised edge devices like Wi-Fi routers can be turned into botnets. These botnets can then be used in large-scale cyber attacks. We identified a 0-day vulnerability in routers built by a Taiwan vendor. We temporarily tracked the vulnerability as T5VUL11730. On January 11, 2024, 2 days before the Taiwan leadership election, we detected disinformation on Taiwan's local social media forums. Our investigation suggests that the disinformation was posted from a router with that 0-day vulnerability. Our technical evidence indicates that the router was compromised by an APT group using shadow socks. The threat actors might have been abusing the Dropbear SSH server to control the router. In early October 2023, Team T5 detected that Polaris attacked entities in Taiwan. In the attack, we identified the Polaris proprietary rat mini-plug. Interestingly, the actors used a decoy related to the Taiwanese leadership election. The attack occurred during the peak of the Blue-White cooperation discussions. Since early December 2023, Team T5 detected that threat actors had intensified the espionage campaigns targeting Taiwan's media sector. In the observed attacks, threat actors performed a DLL sideloading technique with a legitimate executable from Panda software to install its payload component. The decrypted payload was PlugX Black, a variant of PlugX Rat. Threat actors tend to target Taiwan's media sector when important events occur. For instance, we have observed Amoeba attacked the media sector before US Speaker Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. Notably, not only pro-Taiwan or pan-green media are victims. Our database suggests that domestic television operators and newspapers, some perceived as pro-KMT or pro-China, have also been primary targets, raising interesting questions about the source of these attacks. Threat actors have been weaponizing social media platforms to spread disinformation and propaganda against Taiwan for a long time. For the past 5 years, our team has identified hundreds of covert and overt influence operations. Since 2019, our intelligence has been monitoring and documenting the malicious activities of a covert botnet on major social media platforms. The botnet mainly focuses on manipulating and influencing public opinion within civil society. We have seen this botnet launch multiple operations against Taiwan, findings that align with Meta's Camouflage and Google's Dragon Bridge operations. From April to November, We didn't observe that many suspicious activities attacking the DPP. Although other major parties had already nominated their candidates in May, we did not detect significant influence operations until November. Interestingly, most narratives in the campaigns were criticizing the pro-Taiwan candidates instead of supporting the China-friendly candidates. In the campaigns against the 2024 election, these influence operations targeted the leadership election, but also extended the operation against the elections for Taiwan's parliament, the Legislative Yuan. Most of the attacks were against the pan-green candidates in the swing districts. We also detected a wide range of attacks against DPP and its affiliations, including think tanks and individuals such as Tsai Ing-wen, Taiwan's current leader. Operation Good Day was an influence operation targeting both DPP's candidates and its legislator nominees since November 2023. The key actor was a Facebook page called Good Day, 美好小日子. The page, created in 2022, first posted videos of attractive women, then underwent a strategic transformation in November 2023. Operation Good Day posted memes and images that targeted Taiwan's ruling party, the DPP. The content included allegations of sexual scandals and lies, likely aimed at discrediting the DPP and its candidates. This election cycle, threat actors shifted to more sophisticated tactics with AI-generated content and deepfake technology. During the negotiation process of the Blue-White Cooperation, accounts were circulating a video on TikTok in which Lai Ching-te speaks of his support for the coalition of the two candidates as the best choice for Taiwan. Taiwan's legal forces soon declared that the video was a deepfake. We also detected an AI-enhanced video spreading disinformation on Facebook fan pages claiming Lai Ching-te had 3 mistresses. Notably, the managers of this Facebook page were all located in Southeast Asian countries such as Cambodia, Myanmar, and Malaysia. In addition to the AI-enhanced video, these Facebook fan pages also posted materials discrediting the DPP by associating it with sexual and corruption scandals. In addition to mainstream social media platforms such as Facebook and X, threat actors now also leverage local platforms such as PTT, Vocus, and Dcard. While not as well known as the major social media platforms, these platforms are popular in Taiwan. The abuse of these platforms indicates that the threat actors deeply understand the ecosystem of Taiwan's cyberspace. In early January 2024, we identified campaigns targeting Tsai Ing-wen. The campaign was based on a fake ebook named The Secret History of Tsai Ing-wen, which contained political rumors about Tsai's background and family. Notably, AI-generated avatars were observed in a series of YouTube videos promoting the book. According to Taiwan's national security officials, the videos were being shared about 100 times per minute at their peak. The disinformation spread across over 10 platforms, including Facebook, X, YouTube, Tumblr, and Vimeo. Threat actors even used direct messages on Telegram and Meta Messenger to spread the disinformation. Influence operations heavily targeted DPP's candidate, Lai Ching-te, especially in Operation Illegitimate Son, which asserted that Lai had an illegitimate son. The threat actors even provided fake DNA documents, photos, and the government ID of the asserted illegal son as evidence. The disinformation spread across over 10 platforms, including Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Taiwanese local platforms including Dcard and PTT. Interestingly, we also detected English and Japanese versions of the disinformation circulating on the web. The English version was posted on forums such as Hardware Zone, while the Japanese version was posted on Medium and X. A new evolvement of threat actor influence operations is the upgrade of the content farm websites. Not only are the websites designed with more modern styles, but threat actors also create relevant and original content. The websites published scoops of the pro-Taiwan candidates. However, threat actors did not aimlessly draft the content. Instead, they further leveraged the websites as a base to spread the content to other social media platforms. For instance, the threat actors might forward the website's content to PTT or Facebook. On Facebook, the threat actors can then further reply and like the content from the website to create fake engagement. Threat actors also repost the content to other Facebook groups for even more exposure. From late November 2023, we started to detect hack and leak incidents corresponding with influence operations likely aimed at diminishing public trust towards Taiwan's current ruling party, the DPP. These campaigns marked a strategic adoption of the hack and leak method, a notable shift in hybrid warfare tactics. Typically, cybercriminals target authorities or enterprises' sensitive data to sell on the underground market for profit. However, hack and leak operations are mostly politically motivated. A hack and leak campaign involves hacking private or sensitive information sources and strategically leaking information to the public to influence public debate. In 2023, we observed several operations targeting Taiwanese media, official bodies, and the telecom sector. These operations also targeted Taiwan's cybersecurity community. One such hack and leak operation was Operation Scoop Spy, which was an operation involving allegedly confidential data from Taiwan's intelligence surveillance programs, including a surveillance list. Actors prepared 2 sets of data, each released on different online platforms. The first dataset appeared on a hacker's forum, laying the foundation for the subsequent release of the second set on a local Taiwanese forum. The narrative regarding the second dataset alleged that the Taiwanese authorities were surveilling its citizens, using the term Green Terror in reference to Taiwan's historical White Terror period. Taiwanese authorities refuted the authenticity of the 2 datasets. Operation Lin Yuxiang was an influence campaign that stated the DPP was hiring hackers to spy on Taiwanese people. The campaign was followed by the previously mentioned data leak and Operation Good Day. Taiwanese authorities stated that the leaked data was out of date. To effectively mitigate these cyber threats posed by adversaries, we believe all stakeholders in the society are needed. We believe that threat actors will continuously leverage cyber espionage and influence operations in the cyberspace. There are even signs that multiple threat actors have started to share infrastructure. In Taiwan's 2024 leadership election, public sector entities spotted covert influence operations and helped the major social media platforms to crack down on suspicious social media accounts. Fact-checking organizations such as the Taiwan Fact-Check Center, alongside numerous NGOs within Taiwan's civil society, such as Doublethink Lab, have played a crucial role in detecting disinformation and misinformation campaigns and enhancing media literacy. Team T5 has dedicated years to examining the strategic use of social media for influence operations. To combat influence campaigns and cyber espionage efforts, early detection and continuous monitoring of suspicious activities is crucial. In tackling influence campaigns, we focus on identifying hostile propaganda and disinformation emanating from threat actors. Our team has developed a comprehensive database of suspicious accounts and narratives potentially linked to propaganda and disinformation efforts, particularly in the lead-up to elections. We have also been vigilant in monitoring for suspicious advertising activities. So, being open and transparent is the best way for society to fight these threats. Making rules and clearly stating all public messages are essential steps. We can build a strong defense by understanding the dangers better, finding the bad actors quickly, and spotting fake accounts early. Thank you for listening. Remember to visit our website teamt5.org for more information. See you next time.